This week in games, Microsoft brings The Outer Worlds 2 price down. PlayStation is looking to jump ship, and Ubisoft blames Star Wars Outlaws on Star Wars. This is the Two Penny Gamescast. What's poppin', players? Welcome back to the Two Penny Gamescast, episode 260. I am your host, Tavin Bothel, here with my good friend and co-host. Say hello to the people, Connor Elliott.
How you doing, guys? Is it a wonderful week or what?
Busy week.
Busy week, yeah.
Busy week, yeah. I had a lot of work, did a lot of stuff, played a lot of video games. Not as much as I would have liked, but, you know, enough.
It's
Watched
always the case.
Fantastic Four.
I did as well.
Thought it was real good.
Everybody's watching that movie. Like it's been...
We'll see if everybody watches it, you know?
Who will make more money, Superman or Fantastic Four?
Probably the Fantastic Four. I don't know. Foreigners. They don't like Superman overseas,
I see.
you know?
Guess we'll see. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Will it release in China or not? Either of these films?
I imagine it already has, or will. I don't fucking know. I don't know how these things work. I watched the movie, thought it was pretty good, liked it. Came out, good time.
We talk more about video games than movies here
That
on
is
this
indeed
podcast.
what we, yeah, you know. Sometimes we talk a little bit about movies.
We do.
One day, if we ever reach that level of success where we can have more bandwidth for this shit, I'd like to just have like a movie podcast of some kind, or do something with movies. You know?
Movie segment.
Movies are fun. I like movies.
Yeah. They can be fun. Sitting in a chair for 2 hours every single time you want to watch something. You're locked in. Not like a video game where you can pause, go do something.
Really?
Think to yourself.
Yeah. So you think pausing is a vital factor in a video game, Connor?
It is.
You think pausing is a very important thing in order to
It's an important
live
thing.
a normal human
Yes,
life
yes,
and
yes, yes.
enjoy the medium of
Well,
video games?
some games that don't have a pause button, whichever those games might be, have many times you can just leave and nothing would happen to you. So,
Okay.
it's not necessarily
And in those times where you can't?
Essential. Well, sounds like you need to stop focusing on what other stupid thing you believe in.
Right,
whether
and
it's-
just play the video game.
and just play the video game.
Right.
You're playing a video game. In the same way, when you sit down to watch a movie, why should a video game not demand the same amount of attention and time that
But
a
you know
movie
when I'm
does?
watching a movie, I can pause it, right?
Yeah, but like when you're in the moments, you don't pause it. You don't say, "Oh, this big plot moment's happening. Let me go do something else." You sit there.
if
and
I
you
have to,
go,
if my doorbell rings, if my dog is threatening to poop on the rug, if my baby fell off the fucking couch.
First of all, if you're getting something that requires you to be there when the doorbell rings or when it gets knocked on,
Give me important stuff.
it can wait. Your dog sounds like you failed to take the dog out, and now it's making you be punished for it.
Because I can predict exactly when the dog needs to poop.
At this point, yeah, you're no longer a puppy anymore. You could tell. You know, it's just a matter of time. When's the last time I did it?
Okay, but like
You don't think that.
maybe I enter a section I didn't know it was going to take so long. You know,
It never takes that long, unless it's a
You
boss
know,
fight. Unless it's a boss fight, Tavin. You know,
Yeah, this is very apologist, Connor.
It's not
very
apologist.
apologist. It's very shilly.
how often?
very shilly.
I do shill, not this front, not in this front.
Nah,
this
you're
is
shilling pretty
part of
hard.
the experience
No,
of FromSoft
you're
games.
you're shilling pretty hard.
Part
here,
of the experience.
baby doll.
from
You're
FromSoft
shilling
games.
real hard here.
All of these things rarely ever happen. Most of the time, you can put down the controller and nothing's going to happen.
It happened to me. It happened to me while I was playing Demon Souls twice. You had to take the dog because I was busy doing something.
And again, it's back to the dog. Yeah, it's because you
Well,
didn't
that's
take
my
the
responsibility. If I had a child, it would be the child.
Yeah, it sounds like you shouldn't be able to take care of a kid or a dog if you're also going to be a gamer.
Okay,
You
but
can
what
only
if
be
I
one or the
am?
other. You can only be one or the other.
What do you mean?
You can only be one or the other.
People do it all the time.
They aren't gamers.
They play the same games
Doesn't
you
matter.
do.
Doesn't matter.
They play the same games you do.
No, oh, and
Some of them play
and
them better than you.
And how often do I complain about not being able to pause a game because I have a kid or I have my little things that I put on myself that now I put onto everybody else?
Well, you don't complain that much in general, Connor.
That's true.
What if I
That's
need
true.
to
Right,
pee
that's-
real badly and I'm in the middle of
That's
a 20-minute boss fight? I didn't need to pee when the boss fight started.
Listen, when I was walking around New York City,
Yeah.
the amount of times I needed a restroom and there was not one available to me was many a times. Did I complain? Ooh, well, they should be making restrooms everywhere. Yeah, I did say that all the time. Like, why don't they?
I would be like, hey, why the fuck is there not a fucking restaurant or restroom in this deli?
Sometimes there's just not.
You know?
And if there is, probably gonna have to pay to get in there. Very often, I'd have to go and say, "Hey, what's the code to the bathroom?" I'd say this,
And
this,
they're
and so
like, you got to
forth.
buy a sandwich, though.
Funny enough, they usually wouldn't because they're human beings and they're like, this is a normal looking guy, aka not homeless. So they have no preconceived notions.
I like that you cleaned it up with the not homeless.
Yeah.
You didn't want to end up in an accidental Sydney Sweeney situation here.
I see.
Yeah.
See, Tavin, I don't think in terms of jeans. Genes, not Jeans. Which also those are khaki pants are far better than jeans. Jeans are far more restrictive. They get a lot hotter. They also tear far more. I've never torn
I don't know if that's
a pair of khakis. I've always torn a pair of jeans at multiple
because you
points
wear
in
the
my
jeans
life.
more.
What?
Probably because you wear the jeans more. Wear them out.
I'm saying khaki.
Phil from the Peanut Gallery. No? Jeans look better than khakis, though.
What's that?
Jeans look better than khakis.
No, because everybody wears fucking jeans. Everybody wears
stared
jeans.
at a woman's ass in khakis.
Well, I'm not a woman. I don't care. Listen, women already have it hard enough with the clothes they have to wear. They don't have pockets. They don't have pockets. That's basically all I know. But I'm a man, so I don't worry about stupid things like that.
Right, but it's not always about you.
It is very much about me when it comes to clothing. In the same way, when it comes to hair, it's all about me as well. I don't care what. I wear this. I'll say it's good looking if you wear some nice clothes, but
Right.
I don't really care that much.
We can tell.
Yeah. See? It's all about me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Two Penny Gamescast. Each week, me and Connor come to you with the nerdy news you need to know concerning the video game industry. We each come to you with two topics, 2 pennies, if you will, and we give you our 2 cents on them.
Yep.
Of course, you can catch this show live every week, Monday afternoon, twitch.tv/2pennygames, except this week. And if you can't catch us live, catch us every Tuesday, 8 a.m. Central Time, youtube.com/@2pennygames, and mainstream podcast services of your choice. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below to enter your own audience 2 pennies so that we can get your 2 cents in on the show. I don't have any this week.
Well,
And the reason I don't have any this week is because we had a recording problem last week. I used the comments from last week on that one. I don't want to reuse them here because now they're very far away. I guess that doesn't really matter with the size and scale we are, but it is what it is. So I just don't have any comments this week. Except I got like 100 comments about Superman suits because we had a TikTok about Superman.
people have very strong thoughts apparently on
They have
that.
so many thoughts, and I don't give a single shit about any one of them, except for the ones that agree with me.
I figured as much.
You know?
Meaning corn sweats. Dude is the best.
Dude, they are like, oh, this guy's an idiot. He should stop talking. I'm like, because I like the Superman suit? I can't like the suit?
When you get into the ring with somebody as big as Superman, what do you expect? People have strong opinions.
People got a lot of opinions. Not all of them should be listened to.
I should mention, I forgot to mention it during, actually it doesn't really matter because this will release after it's been the case, but the anniversary of the Emoji Movie happened as of today. Monday.
I forgot that happened.
Right. You forgot the Emoji Movie?
Yeah, bro.
Well,
Hey, Miller.
yeah.
He's in that one.
Yeah, he's not in anything.
Connor, let's move on to topic number 1. This is going to be our first penny of the day. This is going to be your first penny. Go ahead and take it away, my friend.
Yes, very much. Now, every now and then I write my own articles. Not this week. I had things going on. Will that be a proper excuse for this guy? No. He'll still look at me the way he does, and he'll say something after I'm done doing what I'm doing now, which is addressing that I source these from, or we source these from other places, not our own Substack page.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just ponder you the question, right? If you have a weekly responsibility that you have to fulfill every single week,
Responsibility's
right?
hard.
And it's based around the hot, fresh news that hit the interwebs every single week. Would it not be your responsibility that when a major story happens, if you know you're going to use that story on your podcast, that you then write that story as soon as it happens, when you have all the free time, instead of waiting until the last minute like it's a college essay?
Well, this week was...
And then when life hits you, then you end up writing, not only missing the one story that you missed, but all the stories that you missed. Because you procrastinated and waited until the literally last minute.
Oh, Tavin, you misunderstand me. I had always planned to not write at all this week. That was always in the plan. I had something going on this week, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing that.
You were busy this week.
Screw the... surprisingly. Usually, I'd be like, well, I'd say something. But this time, I had a reason.
If only somebody else in this apartment also knew that you had a cool like 2 hours every night.
Why was I going to use it? It wasn't. Barely had enough time. I didn't play
I
really any games.
I used my free time to do what I had to do.
Yeah, but then I would have to wake up the next morning early again. I couldn't stay up late and do things. And this small frame of time, I'm going to spend it my free time writing stories.
You know what I hate about a Google Doc, Connor?
What's that?
Is I got to write the whole thing all at once, and I can't take any breaks.
Google Docs. Google Docs? What's Google Docs?
You don't use Google Docs? What do you use? Fucking Microsoft Word?
For my stories?
You're just writing in the... Are you writing in the app? They don't have a save draft function on Substack?
Yeah, they do. Well, that's where I write it.
Well, then it solves your fucking problem then, don't it, Connor?
What's the problem I'm having?
You don't have to spend a lot of time on each one. Spend 30 minutes a day on it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But when I want to write a story, I want to do it. Dive into it. Not do it. That'd be even worse.
Right, but... And see, this is the thing. It's the same idea behind the pausing the FromSoft thing. Is life gets in the way, and so you have to navigate life.
I think I'm navigating it pretty well right now.
So, coming from Windows Central,
good old reliable Windows Central. Specifically, Jez Corden writes, Microsoft concedes that The Outer Worlds 2 retail price was too high. Xbox says it will, quote, keep our full-priced holiday releases at $69.99 with refunds incoming. 3 things in life are inevitable: death, taxes, and price increases. Although that last one comes with a caveat. With caveats, for once. A few weeks ago, Microsoft announced that the base price of its Xbox games at retail would hit frankly staggering $80. Microsoft announced that the base price of its Xbox games at retail would hit, frankly, staggering $80. That seems like a weird sentence.
There's supposed to be an A in there.
Yeah, okay.
A frankly staggering $80.
Underpinning what has been an incredibly tough year for consumers and businesses alike with regards to spiraling costs, whether it's supply chains being impacted by arbitrary trade wars or sticky inflation from COVID quantitative easing, the market has been relatively unstable for the past years, for a variety of reasons. In response, various businesses have
you fucked that one up.
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
In response, various businesses have put up their prices to varying degrees. Microsoft and Sony both raised the price of their Xbox and PlayStation hardware bundles over the past couple of years. And for a short while, it looked like the industry was poised to raise the base price of other mainline games to $80. It started with the Nintendo's Mario Kart World hitting $79.99 at retail, and then back and forth over whether Borderlands 4 would hit $79.99 as well. It ended up being $69.99.
It's a weird place to end it, though.
No, it's still going. It's
where?
a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot of... Okay. See, this is why we need you, Connor. Maybe you should fulfill your responsibilities.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Guess we'll see. Then Microsoft announced it would also be targeting $79.99 for upcoming Xbox games, starting with FPS Space Odyssey, The Outer Worlds 2. That is until today. Announced across Xbox social channels, Microsoft and Obsidian revealed that The Outer Worlds 2 will no longer be $79.99 at launch, returning to the current industry standard of $69.99. Quote, we're focused on bringing players incredible worlds to explore, and we'll keep our full-priced holiday releases, including The Outer Worlds 2, at $69.99. In line with our current market conditions, an Xbox spokesperson explained in a statement to Windows Central.
So them pre-orders real low.
Yes, very, very low.
Very, very low.
And it makes sense because when that first happened, the response was overwhelmingly negative. Mario Kart was able to get around it. I saw it. Did you see people saying, I'll pay for that?
I mean, like, people were upset like they usually are, but I didn't see an overwhelming response to it. I saw a lot of, really? Outer Worlds? This isn't like a game that I would spend $80 on.
I saw a lot of that on my spheres. And Mario Kart, while that was not good either, it had the benefit of being bundled in a Nintendo Switch 2 deal. And it's kind of the one everybody would just go for in the first place because it comes with it at launch. So there was a little bit of a circumventing.
You're talking the $500 bundle where it would essentially knock $30 off the game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds 2, of course, doesn't have that same opportunity. And so, thankfully, people were voting with their wish listing, with their pre-ordering. Because we've talked before in the past how developers really use that as a metric for how well a game's going to do. Subnautica 2 very recently is the number 2 most wishlisted game on Steam. I don't know if with the recent controversy that dropped, probably not. But there were some issues with what?
No, it didn't move it at all.
See, but people can vote with their dollar, Tavin. You never give up on the consumer. What am I saying? Point is, people were not happy with $80 because it's pretty ridiculous, especially for a game where the first one didn't get enough goodwill for people to be super excited for it. You know, we played Outer Worlds. It's a really good game. The first one.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and it didn't grab you or me as much as it did some other people. But this new one, we were really interested in when we saw it being showcased.
I'm playing this next one.
So am I. The only thing that was going to hold me back was the price tag, because we had also talked when that was being talked about. We so often just say, "Oh, I don't like the price increase," but then we pay for it anyway. What does that teach them?
Well, to be fair, what are you going to do? Not play it? I mean, sure.
Sounds
yes,
like
you could not do that, but then also well, now you don't get to play the game. And if you want to play the game and it's worth $80 to you, you're going to pay the price.
You are.
Yeah, and even if you're bitching and moaning about it, the simple fact that you bought it anyway it just simply says that you do think it's worth $80, even if you don't like it.
Exactly.
Now, and also, to be fair, this game comes with the caveat that all Microsoft Xbox games come with Game Pass.
Yes. Which that has its own host of problems.
All this tells me is that pre-order numbers are low, which I would assume Xbox is taking that as everyone's going to play this on Game Pass. We're not going to make any money back because this is our own game that we're dumping cost into, which Xbox has already said Game Pass is only profitable if you don't take into account the cost it takes just to develop games on your own.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, we want to actually sell this game, and so let's knock it back down.
Key example is Liza P with its recent release, DLC release, got 3.3 million. That was Expedition 33. 3 million copies sold, but about 7 million people played the game. This was a game that was on Xbox Game Pass, so it makes sense that there was people who only played it through that, and it kind of took away what would have been a full-priced game buy if you had just bought it like those 3 million people did. That being said, it only reached 7 million because Game Pass existed, and it allowed people to say, well, I don't have to pay for this game. I already pay for a subscription. Let me buy it or download it and see how it goes. But at the same exact time, it certainly would have cut into what the raw game sales would have been, which was, could it have gotten 5 million if it was only available to buy? Because I made the same argument back when we were talking about this. I would have bought it if that was the only option available to me. And I'm assuming there's many other people that would have been in that same position. And so all of this is to say that Xbox is in this weird position where, yes, they do have Game Pass, and they can see that as justifying increasing the price of their game. But Xbox Game Pass subscriptions have kind of
plateaued.
Yeah, they plateaued. So people aren't getting it more. They've already got the money that's coming in from that. And you're missing out on raw game sales by having it on Xbox Game Pass. We again talked about how a better option would potentially be to keep it a year out from release. But then I guess they wouldn't have been able to charge $80 for it and feel justified in it.
Maybe 6 months from release, maybe
6 months,
fucking 3 weeks. I don't know. Whatever makes the most sense to the number crunchers behind the scenes, right? And then so clearly the numbers were recrunched here, and they said, all right, well, this isn't going to work. Now, this does not mean that Xbox is going to pull back on $80 in its entirety. In fact, it simply just means that for this individual title alone, we are keeping it at the $69.99, $70.
You have to make back that money you spent on expanding AI. So, of course, reasonable.
But Connor, no, they saved all that money by firing all those people.
And Satya Nadella, he felt very bad about that.
He felt so bad about that. Well, and I'll be honest. I can't recall a time where Xbox has backed off of.
Yes.
And so they're backing off here, which is a win for guys like us, right? So now we can pay $10 less for the Outer Worlds 2, which I think overall will lead to more hard copy sales of the game. But how much? I don't know. The overwhelming problem with Game Pass is that it's, as you said, kind of a set amount of profit made in because they're not getting new subscriptions all the time. And
they are talking of increasing that as well. Price increases in Game Pass.
They're gonna have to because there's nobody else to sell the service to, and all of that to say, just like expect $80 to come back into the conversation with Xbox game. Like
no doubt.
they're certainly doing this, and now we're getting reports that games like Fable, which were delayed till next year, 2026. There's now rumors saying that it may not even make it until 2027. That's more development time. That's more costs. That's more this, that, and the third. So now we got to look at Fable and go, well, more than likely they're going to probably charge $80 for that game. It's a key Xbox franchise. It's a legacy IP, and now it's costing another potential year of development, digging into profits. So how do you counteract that? Make it $80. So I think Xbox is in a really tricky situation here. Every time I think Xbox has got it figured out, and I think they're about to, step over the threshold and become something that you can really be proud of, they take 3 steps backwards. And I go, well, what the fuck?
They're their own worst enemies, it seems.
100%. 100%. So, yeah. Listen, I'm still excited for the Outer Worlds 2, whether it was $80 or $70. I would have bought it anyways, or at the very least resubscribed to Game Pass. And played the game all the way. I'm still excited for the Outer Worlds 2. This does not tell me that the Outer Worlds 2 is going to be lesser quality or that they think that it's not worth the $80. I do believe they think it's that. I just think the numbers are telling them that, nobody's going to fucking buy it if we put it at that price range, So they're doing this to hopefully fix that situation. And listen, there's no way to like sell that message, And so at least they're doing the right thing. You're getting your $10 refund back if you bought it at $80. What I would say is, in general, stop pre-ordering games. Like, that's a thing that I believe is, don't give these developers money for a game that you don't have yet. Wait for reviews, wait for impressions, see how people talk about it. If the money really does matter to you, of course. If you're guys like us who care about the new latest and greatest and everything and try to play as much as we can, of course, we're going to be playing games anyway. So whether the reviews are great, middling, or terrible, we're probably going to be playing it anyway, so we gotta buy it anyways, So that $70 means less to us just because of what we do. But for the normal guy who's just looking for a new great game to play, you have no business pre-ordering games. Stop pre-ordering games.
Just wishlist them. All you got to do.
Yeah, wishlisting's great.
Yeah,
I
shows interest but doesn't make you pay money.
I wishlist games all the time.
Yeah.
Even on my PlayStation, which is not like a platform that you would think of to wishlist games. I wishlist PlayStation games all the time. I got Power Wash Simulator 2 wishlisted right now. I get an advertisement every time I boot up my PlayStation about it.
Shoves it in your face, huh? They know you're gonna
There's
play
nothing to shove in my face. They have a trailer and a gameplay demo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, do you have a date? No? All right, well, I'll see you when I see you.
October.
I don't think it's coming this year.
Yeah, fair.
I smell January, February, But we'll see. I'm very excited for that.
I know you are.
Every week that passes, Power Wash Simulator 1 etches closer and closer into my top 10.
I'm fucking going.
It's a really good game, Connor. You should play it. If you weren't such a fucking coward, I got all these games. I recommend them all, but you always go, it's just a this, that, and the third. And then when you actually do play the games I recommend, you go, that's a really good game. I like this game a lot.
The fact of the matter is, I just, I like what I like, and that changes from here to thither.
Listen, you're out here all of a sudden on your Death Stranding hate train, all right?
Not even
fucking
really.
Phil was on his Death Stranding hate train, played it. Now it's his 3rd favorite open world game of all time.
My Death Stranding hate train is more. Yep. There he is. My Death Stranding hate train is more. Making fun of you for gushing about it so much.
Because I like good games?
Yeah.
I don't even gush about it like it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Well, you say
it's
that.
a good game.
You talk about how that's a good game, and then you shit on Tears of the Kingdom.
I don't shit on Tears of the
Fucking
Kingdom.
Christ. Breath of the Wild.
No, it's a bad game.
Yeah, see? And it's just like, that's what makes me go like, well, I'm just going to make fun of him for this game.
I don't know what to tell you. Breath of the Wild's a bad game.
Bad. Oh, now it's good. Okay.
Listen.
Keeps degrading in your mind, huh?
Listen, as far as games that we've played on our great video game book club show, the Two Penny Game Club, are concerned, I believe I'm the only one who has remained objective through all 30 whatever episodes of that.
That's so, huh? I'm the one who's only beaten the entirety of each game we played. Only one. Done it each time, so
fucking do.
Yeah, see?
Chrono Trigger.
Oh yeah,
listen,
look at you.
Chrono Trigger,
Look at you.
Wildly overrated.
Look at you go.
Wildly
Look at
overrated.
You go. Guy never beat the game. How was he going to say that?
Still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
Good game.
He never beat it.
It's a good game.
Apparently not good enough to beat.
Like 20 hours.
Yeah. Oh,
and let's be honest, because I downloaded, a little behind the scenes, I downloaded Chrono Trigger on my PlayStation 3, and I started playing it, and I showed you what I was fucking dealing with.
Yes.
Right? would you have gotten through another 20 hours of that?
I would have, because I would have played it on the proper console.
What I'm telling you.
So
This is what I was dealing with.
So you failed,
Yeah.
and now it's a fault of the universe.
Again, you got to wait 5 seconds for battles to start.
I never did, because I didn't play it.
Every time you open your inventory, you got to wait 5 seconds for the inventory screen to come up.
That's true. Hey, I understand, but I didn't have to, because I did it right from the get-go.
You know how long it should take to pull up an inventory screen?
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a black screen for a second.
A second. You got 1 second.
A lot of JRPGs did that, but, you know.
Didn't have that problem with Final Fantasy VII?
I didn't have that problem with Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Trigger. Strange. Yes, the world just works in different ways, huh?
Bad port. I don't know what to tell you. Moving on to topic number 2, Connor. Your second penny of the day. And one that...
It's only a matter of time.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. So go ahead and take this away, friend.
This is from Windows Central once again. Jez Corden once again. Sony wants to expand. I'm off
camera, motherfucker. Don't react to me doing shit off
weird.
camera.
I didn't know what you were doing.
I was stretching.
Sony wants to expand PlayStation Studio games beyond PlayStation hardware, hiring to partner with Xbox, Steam, Nintendo Switch, and more. Over the past year, Microsoft leapt first into some... There's always a mistake, like a spelling mistake at the beginning of these sentences.
What did it say here? Over the past year?
Microsoft leapt first into... Head first.
They leapt first.
Over the past year, Microsoft
they
leapt
went first
into some controversial decisions regarding its first-party Xbox games output, putting previously exclusive titles like Forza, Horizon, and many others onto rival consoles. At the time, Xbox's efforts to give up on console exclusives looked like a swan song for the embattled platform. Microsoft's Xbox hardware sales continued to look bleak on paper, faced with relentless competition from PlayStation and Nintendo. However, fast forward a few months, and things are looking a bit different. Despite weak hardware sales overall, Xbox continues to post record console playtime hours, buoyed, yes. Buoyed by a string of high-quality releases and expansions into other markets with Xbox Cloud Gaming. Xbox still commands millions of active users, so much so that even arch-rival PlayStation itself has opted to self-publish Helldivers 2 onto the Xbox platform. And it looks like Team Blue isn't stopping there either. A new job listing on PlayStation's official Greenhouse hiring platform shared with us, Hazador on X suggests that PlayStation is ready to follow Xbox. The language in the listing suggests that PlayStation is ready to expand even more of its first-party titles, such as God of War, The Last of Us, and Horizon, over to competing platforms, including Steam and Xbox itself. There was a little statement they did. The job listing is for Senior Director, Multi-Platform and Account Management specifically, and describes a variety of responsibilities specific to Xbox and PC.
Have you forgotten how to read?
It's hard to read from this distance. When I read from the computer, it's like, oh, it's right here. There's no, like, tiny words I mess up on. And I have
say this distance. You're not, like, further away from me on the screen.
No.
Watch, I'll say this and then I'll fuck up all my reading. But, like, what are you doing? Like, I've never seen you do this before.
It's the distance. It's the little distance.
Connor, we've done, like, 100 episodes in this apartment, and I've never seen you do this.
I do this all the time, because I've noticed it when I do this format of the podcast, I stutter a lot. When I go onto the computer, I don't. It's, like, immediately, like, a difference.
You go get your eyes checked?
Maybe I do. I'm getting older. That's one of the things that goes.
Yeah, you know.
A little 4 eyes like that guy. Little 4 eyes.
Say that, but I can fucking read a screen that's
I know. That's
5 feet away.
That's why, because you're 4 eyes. You're little 4 eyes.
I mean, it's not like the text isn't even small either. Like,
no, it's not. That's the thing. I can read it, but it's just, for some reason, I stutter when I'm reading it from this perspective.
I think you're just nervous.
No, Tavin. No, not that.
Continue.
Not that, I swear. The successful applicant will lead a team that includes senior managers involved in liaising. This guy's using words I'm tripping on. Liaison.
I'm not helping you at all.
Liaising sounds weird. Directly with Xbox and Windows PC platforms like Steam and the Epic Games Store to build sales and relationships. PlayStation says the applicant will, quote, oversee the out-of-year, mid-range, commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios titles across all non-PlayStation platforms, driving long-term revenue growth and audience reach, end quote. Furthermore, the overview describes specifically moving Furthermore, the overview describes specifically moving PlayStation Studios software titles beyond PlayStation hardware, listing Steam, Epic Games, Nintendo Switch, mobile, and indeed Xbox consoles too. Quote, reporting to the Vice President, Commercial Management as Senior Director of Platform, Multi-Platform, and Account Management, you will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studios software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. This role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management.
See, as much as we like to talk shit about Xbox, they've got the right idea.
They just can't execute on it.
It's the executing that's always the problem, and they're just always executing a little bit too early. And
we've
too early.
And we've said a long time now that PlayStation just needs to bite the bullet and stop being so focused on being exclusive.
It just doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't, and I think they finally realized that. Obviously, it mentions Helldivers 2. That was a big, crazy event. People are expecting Halo Master Chief to come on to PlayStation. That has yet to happen, so we'll see. But it's been a long time coming because the time of being able to play on your console exclusive, your console exclusive titles is now play wherever you want, whenever you can. And they've kind of also gone in that direction with the PlayStation Portable, PlayStation, whatever the hell you call it. The one that doesn't sound as good as the Steam.
Every time you talk about this device, I'm just more and more sure that you don't know what it is.
I barely fucking
I've told you about it. We've done. I think I did a review on it. Phil's got it. He's talked about it.
It's just when you're playing a mobile type console.
I'm pretty sure we covered it when it was announced.
Yeah, because again, I don't want to fucking play PlayStation specific titles when I'm going wherever I want. I want to play Nintendo or anything.
You're playing whatever is on your PlayStation.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. I got that at home. I want Steam content because there's
way more
games.
Sometimes you're not at home.
Then
I want Steam content. Connor, where the fuck is your computer?
Switch 2, I meant mainly. I'm talking more the Xbox platform, if that ever comes out, that's seemingly going to use a bunch of different storefronts. That's something I would buy because it's everything.
Well, it's not an Xbox thing. It's just them partnering with them.
It's partnering with Asus, yeah.
Asus and ROG and
yeah.
Again, I think that's probably the smart way to go about it. Offload some of the development costs, some of the some of the hardships of creation.
They keep fucking it
and
up.
Then then they still get the credit for it when it works, if it works. But it's expensive.
Yet to be seen.
So that's the problem with that. Anyways, PlayStation coming to other platforms, most notably Steam. That's already a thing. Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, all those are already on Steam, right?
Yeah, they
Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War.
Took time, and with how Microsoft has done their basically model is having Xbox games available on Xbox consoles, but also PC, because definitely people were more going into the PlayStation route if they were going to buy a console.
Listen, the story is that the walls are coming down from console to console. That's what the story is. So you can expect probably within the next calendar year, maybe 2, Last of Us is coming to Xbox. God of War is coming to Xbox. Horizon's coming to Xbox. Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding. Death Stranding's already on Xbox. Whatever else you want, because it's not a PlayStation IP, it's a Kojima IP.
Yep.
All of these titles are eventually coming to Xbox. You see, Final Fantasy VII Remake finally making its way to Xbox. Rebirth, I'm sure, is right behind it, to the point to where you have to even question if Part 3 of the Remake trilogy is even going to be console exclusive at all.
Yeah.
I imagine it will be, but the turnaround will probably be much faster than it has been in the past. Whatever comes next, whatever's down on in the pipeline coming forward, I expect it to come to Xbox, or at least like key titles that they deem would be profitable on other platforms. I'm going to go ahead and take a guess. Astrobot is probably going to go to Xbox, and it's probably going to make a lot of money on Xbox.
I imagine it would, yeah. Nintendo was on this train even before PlayStation was, getting Doom to Nintendo Switch, now Elden Ring to Nintendo Switch.
That's just third-party support. That's just third-party support. That's what we've had forever.
But they're putting games on their console.
Nintendo not putting their games on other stuff.
That's true.
So that's what the story is here, Connor. So they're way behind.
Yeah. But they don't need to be. They could be in their position.
The word on the street is Nintendo Switch 2, fastest selling console of all time in the first however long, month or two.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them on that. So yeah, listen, the walls are coming down. The idea of exclusivity is an archaic one that just doesn't work in the modern era. And so now it's all about how can we get the profits up? How can we sell more games to more gamers? How can gamers, be placated and okay, you won't buy a PlayStation 5, but you would buy God of War. Yeah. So let's just put God of War on your Xbox. And, let's stop this silliness. Now, I still believe exclusivity will matter for the first year or two, which is still going to be the lion's share of your sales anyways. It's not like, if your game sold 3 million copies, you're not suddenly going to get another 3 million by putting it on an Xbox. But you might get another 500,000. You might get another 1 million or maybe 1.5 or something like that. 50% of your sales may suddenly increase by putting yourself on Xbox. All of this is good stuff, and if you got a problem with it because, you want your thing to be on your side, hey, that's not how the real world works, buddy. Not
anymore.
All this, I don't think it ever worked ever. I think just the cost of producing games were so low that you could placate that. But you don't see, you don't see movies selling only to specific movie theater chains. They put that movie in as many fucking seats as they can.
Streaming might kind of start messing that up now, but
you say that, but streaming shows hop services all the time. Also,
they do.
There's HBO shows that are no longer on HBO. Where are they?
They're in Tubi.
Often they do go to Tubi. Hey, I downloaded Tubi. It's just, Tubi works.
Stuff. Yeah,
Tubi works. So yeah, what's the Tubi of fucking video games?
Epic Game Store.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair.
It is okay. Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
That was the best thing I got.
What is any of this shit? All this shit is new. None of this shit matters.
As long as I can play my games, that's all I care about. And now it'll happen even more. And maybe that'll make it to where if it's making more money, they won't fire developers as much, right?
That would be the idea. That would be the idea.
You're right. Just an idea, though.
But I'm just going to let you know, it doesn't matter what's coming out around it. As soon as that Halo Master Chief Collection hits that PlayStation, locked in. That's all I got. I don't give a fuck about nothing else.
Why are you so obsessed with that? Not obsessed, but why are you so looking forward to that specifically?
I love Halo. I'm going to play it on my PlayStation.
Okay.
Get some trophies.
Feel the weird. There was one time when I played Halo only with Xbox controllers. Now I have a PlayStation controller.
Well, the DualSense is arguably my favorite controller of all time. It's definitely in top 3 conversations.
With as much money as you spent on it, it better be.
I bought the Edge. I got the back panels. I don't know why you're thinking that I've spent a lot of money.
Controllers are expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
But I haven't bought that many controllers. Bought a couple.
I guess more than me. So I just see that as a lot.
I don't even know how many DualSenses I actually have. I don't know if I have that many.
I think you have 2.
I think I have a blue one. Maybe a red one.
There's red.
I might have a blue and a red. I think that's it.
What happened to the white one?
Oh yeah, the one that came with the console. Yeah, I've got that hanging around somewhere, and then I bought an Edge.
Yeah,
which that was expensive. That's really expensive.
Paid dividends though.
I use it every day. I gotta glue the little rubber parts back on. Moving on. Topic number 3. Splitgate 2 is unlaunching as developer 1047 Games cuts staff. This is a VGC article from Jordan Midler. Splitgate 2 is unlaunching. According to developer 1047 Games, an unspecified number of staff have been laid off as a result of the change. Excuse me. The shooter, which was released in June, has faced low player numbers during its opening weeks and mixed fan feedback from players. Now, developer 1047 Games has said it's taking the game off sale in order to work on it further, listen to fan complaints, and attempt to move forward. Quote, "We believe in Splitgate 2," opens a message from 1047 Games founder Ian Prowl and Nicholas Benjamin. You guys got some names. Quote, "We launched too early. We had ambitious goals with Splitgate 2, and in our excitement to share it with you, we bit off more than we could chew. We rushed certain features, made some boneheaded mistakes, and most importantly, we didn't give you the polished, portal-filled mayhem you fell in love with. The game is going back into beta, and the team is going heads down until 2026, they said. It's claimed that major parts of the game will be rebuilt, and fan-requested features such as a less complex monetization model and a refocus on classic game modes. The statement then addressed the job losses that the studio will face as a result of the change. Quote, rebuilding the core experience isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term commitment. To give ourselves the time to build the Splitgate you deserve, we've made the incredibly difficult decision to reduce certain roles and shift our resources to focus on this rework. This is heartbreaking. These are our teammates and our friends, and they helped build what we have today. They're receiving severance and job placement support, and we're committed to doing everything we can to help them through this transition. We hope to bring them back when we can. Lastly, the founders announced that the studio will take the original Splitgate servers offline next month due to them costing the studio, quote, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, I guess you didn't make shooters great again.
Now, Tavin, we often, especially with the job losses, have the same kind of take, which is just bad, and so forth.
Hold on. No. Don't say what you're about to say.
No. That's why I was questioning you. Is this an exception to you, Tavin?
No. Job loss is bad no matter the form that it takes, you know?
Because the people you
sucks.
wanted to lose their jobs didn't.
No, I didn't. I don't necessarily want anybody to lose their job.
Okay, there we go.
You know, I want people to be paid for their work. I want job security so that people can feel secure in their work. I want benefits such as insurance to be provided by the company, especially if it's a company that is worth billions of dollars. You know, you should probably, hey, here's some dental, you know, stuff like that. I don't want workers to be overworked. I think these are very applicable things. Listen, Splitgate 2 devs being laid off because the game was unsuccessful is just an unfortunate side of any business industry. You know, hey, you worked real hard. You put out a product. You thought your product was good. People didn't care for it. People didn't buy it. People didn't support it. It sucks. Splitgate 2, from all accounts, not a very good game. And that's unfortunate because the first one had a lot of promise. And I liked the first one a lot.
This was the moment where you could have had a spicy soundbite and say, you know, controversial things. But
well, I think that fucking jackass who walked up on the Summer Game Fest stage was a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And clearly marketed his studio and his game in a way that didn't look good.
Yeah.
You know?
Turned certain people off. Definitely.
Turned me off.
It's as you say, the game just seems like it wasn't up to snuff.
I think
anyway.
they went in a direction that they thought was going to add layers of complexity and intrigue to their overall game design, and it just turned out to just, you know, make choices that turned the fan base off. And, you know, people were looking for exactly what Splitgate 1 gave them, a cool twist on classic first-person shooter gameplay, you know?
And I remember my brief time with Splitgate 1. It certainly wasn't because any skill issue. But I
Connor, you were great at that game.
I was.
You were so good.
I never really...
The best in our friend group.
Yes. Some might say the greatest.
Yeah.
Or like a strong word.
You understand how to think with portals.
I do. I beat Portal 2.
You did beat Portal 2.
I did. And I didn't even really have problems with it.
Now, did it take you multiple hours longer than it took me and Phil to beat Portal 2? Who's to say?
I don't know.
Who's to say?
I couldn't tell you.
I did.
You're probably assuming.
No, I remember.
Did that actually happen?
Oh, it took you a long time. Like just by hour count, like if it took me and Phil 12, it took you like 16.
Portals are gay. So when it comes down to it, I played that game and I was like, it's not really getting me here. I think everybody else who praised that game was wrong. So it seems like I'm vindicated by 2 not being good.
Maybe.
Hard to say.
But you know, I want to judge like time-based in-game Phil from the Peanut Gallery. I want to judge time-based in-game, not like how long, you know, because you pick up the game, you play it for a few hours, you put it down, 3 weeks go by, you know, suddenly Connor's played all of Demon Souls in 2 days, you know? But did it take him less time than me? Yes. But he had played it before, so he had knowledge.
Yeah. Played it before, and I knew the FromSoft system. Because this is a tangent, of course, but I remember seeing you play Elden Ring, Dark Souls back in the day. It was like, oh, he just needs to get it down. Seems like you got it down.
I figured it out.
Yeah. That's how you play the game.
Demon Souls remake, not remake. Demon Souls review next week.
Please watch it. I think it'll be a good one. But, you know, getting back to Splitgate 2.
It'll be a nerdy one.
It will be. Yes.
We're going to talk a lot about some numbers.
Yep. But yeah, anyway, Splitgate 2, it's unfortunate, but hopefully they're able to come back from it. And who knows? Maybe they won't have stupid fucking idiots marketing their game. That'd be beneficial.
Or like quasi-hero shooter mechanics in it.
Mhm.
Distract from what made the first game so successful.
Raw, good, just
Shoot.
which Battlefield 6 will go into that. That'll do it right.
They announced that this week.
They did. I'm looking forward to it.
And I think a solid, 3 people cared.
That's an under-exaggeration, and you know it is. I saw people talking about it, looking forward to it.
May I remind you, we covered this on the show, and I put it in my penny drop video. Battlefield 2048 did so bad they didn't give us official sales numbers on that.
Well, because that game was incomplete. And now they've learned, Tavin. In fact, did you know this game's only 30 gigabytes? Unheard of.
Cool.
They're finally learning how to condense files down.
But would it be worth not having a Dead Space 2 remake? I'm going to answer that question for you. No. No, it's not. I would rather have the Dead Space 2 remake.
You don't pay enough respect to the original Dead Space 2. Always, you say
fucking excuse you?
You say,
how fucking, first of all, how fucking dare you?
You question it, like how old it has gotten. You're like, maybe that game doesn't hold up.
I haven't played it in 10 years.
And I have. I hate your questioning. I hate your, maybe it's not as good as I think
but
it
how
might
fucking
be.
dare you? Because
It
when I
is.
was playing it, you weren't playing it, bitch.
And now here I am, not doubting it.
I was on the ground floor. I was always a fan of Dead Space. On the ground floor, I was supporting Dead Space.
On the ground floor, in the future floor that we're on right now, you've dwindled on it. You say that the original Dead Space doesn't look as good as
It doesn't!
See, look at this guy. That's what you do. You hate on it.
It's a game from 2007.
And it looks amazing for 2007.
It looks good for 2007.
Amazing for 2007.
It looks real good for 2007.
You'll see. When we play it again, when you actually get in the groove of the Ishimura, those little holes, you like getting in holes, right?
All the time.
Holes and not really a lot of holes.
Like getting your holes later.
Make it weak. Oh, didn't you? Make it like I have to lock my door now because I get scared. I lay in my bed and I'm like, I don't know when he's gonna come in, and I have to make sure.
Oh, you'll know when I come in.
Double down. I guess I gotta respect it.
It'll be quite fulfilling when I come in.
Jesus, stop talking. Whatever. This is the guy who was good at the original Splitgate. Goes to show you what kind of person liked that game.
I liked Splitgate.
Yeah,
Splitgate was fun. Listen, you can't think
Freak
with
said
portals,
that.
Connor. I don't know what to fucking tell you. There were set walls where portals could be. You just had to keep an eye on those walls. Not that hard.
Sounds boring. Just looking at walls.
That's another thing you keep track of. You gotta keep track of the bad guys. You gotta keep track of the walls. You see a portal get launched on the wall. You go, oh shit, they're coming. You start looking at the portal. They don't come. They pop out. They pop you in the head. That's my fault. I fell for the bait.
For those people that were always hanging around with snipers, those are the guys who were little scumbags. They'd hide in their little corners.
I don't remember there being a lot of sniper work in that game, but maybe that's me.
I think I remember that, but who knows?
Moving on. Splitgate 2. Hope it works.
It won't.
Probably not. Final topic of the day. My second penny of the day. Blockbuster Star Wars game sequel reportedly canceled. Disney blamed for low sales. This is from Kyle Grafton at ScreenRant.com. Okay, now the text on this website is small, so I am going to increase. Oh, it's fine right there. A sequel to Star Wars Outlaws has reportedly been canceled, and Ubisoft has been offloading some of the blame. The 2024 action-adventure game follows smuggler Kay Vess across multiple hives of scum and villainy in the galaxy far, far away. And while it was generally well-received, sales were not up to the publisher Ubisoft's expectations. Industry insider Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming recently spoke on the site's podcast claiming Ubisoft has canceled the in-development sequel to Star Wars Outlaws. Henderson has generally reliable information, especially regarding Ubisoft projects. The reported cancellation comes just days after Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot blamed the current state of Disney's Star Wars brand for Outlaws' poor sales performance. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, currently Star Wars Outlaws is the lowest rated game we've ever officially rated on our show. So take that for what you will. And I don't think it's because it was Star Wars. In fact, we've got some positively reviewed Star Wars projects under our belts here at the on this channel. So I I don't know.
Yes, Survivor was amazing.
I don't know if it's because the Acolyte was bad is why Outlaws did bad. I don't know if that's why.
All you need to do from someone who didn't play the game is watch gameplay, and you know you don't want to play it.
We called that shot from so far away.
Yeah.
Like, from as soon as gameplay was revealed, we were like, this doesn't look that good.
It's boring. It's
yeah.
You kind of saw what they were going for. They didn't want to do they seemingly didn't want to go for a traditional, I'm the gunslinger who's able to get all these cool shots off. You're kind of using
Exactly
the
what they were
environment a
trying to go
lot.
for.
But you use like the environment a lot. You pick up guns a lot.
Yeah.
You just have your one main blaster.
Yeah.
So it seemed like it was trying to do something different, but it didn't. From every gameplay I ended up seeing, it just seemed like a very
I don't agree that
shooter.
it was trying to do something different. I think it was trying to go for something coveted and like something that people wanted and just failed. Like it just didn't hit the mark. Like it went too slow. It was too buggy. It was too glitchy. Frame rate was in the toilet. They made a lot of really questionable design choices, like unskippable stealth sections in a game where your stealth really was not good. Really was not good. And I think not being able to hold on to weapons, at least for as long as you could, was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Being forced to leave weapons in rooms that you didn't want to leave them in, and this, that, and the third. Like, it just kind of, like, it just overall didn't work. A very bland open world. I think the story was okay for what it was. I liked the character of Kay Vess pretty good. I liked the little dog thing that she had. That was cool. The poker ripoff game, whatever the fuck that was kind of fun. Kabak, yeah.
Kabak.
Yeah, that was Subak, excuse me. That was all right. That was an okay time.
How does Phil know this stuff? Did he play it, Phil?
No.
Okay.
He just knows it.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that's it.
You don't remember
this was very much a solo the Star Wars story video game, except not as good. And that's saying something because solo fucking sucks too.
Whenever I think of Star Wars Outlaws, I think of that moment where she's fighting some KVS, you said her name was?
Yeah.
Fighting in a field of wheat grass type looking stuff against some stormtroopers.
Okay.
And she would just duck in the grass and they would just immediately lose sight of her.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, fuck, where's it going? If you're a stealth game and that's how your stealth operates, you don't really have much room.
The game was terrible.
Yeah. And
I
you'll never get a second chance.
I remember infiltrating a base and getting stuck because I kept getting killed because the enemies spawn infinitely and they always know where you are. As soon as you get caught, everybody knows exactly where you are. And I remember getting stuck because a door that I was supposed to go into wouldn't open. So I died like 3-4 times and I had to reset the game to get it to work. That was a good time. I was really, really happy about that.
It's really pathetic they're trying to put off the issue onto something else that's not clearly the game.
Listen,
why? Who would believe that?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, as soon as Star Wars is good, everybody jumps in.
Yes.
Now, very often, Star Wars, not that great, But as soon as it is great, people jump right in and are tripping over themselves to praise it.
Honestly, to me, Star Wars kind of has an even greater benefit of it doesn't need to be great. It just needs to be, like, good, serviceable.
Sometimes it's just okay.
Yeah.
And because it's Star Wars, it gets bonus points.
So,
Which is what I thought was going to happen with Outlaws.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be it's just okay. But it was going to get, like, major bonus points like Jedi Fallen Order got.
Hogwarts Legacy as well, kind of like that.
Hogwarts Legacy was the same thing, except for some reason we get a Star Wars thing every year, and people still treat it like it's Hogwarts Legacy level of fame. What the fuck is going on? I don't understand the world we live in. Listen, Ubisoft. You made a bad version of the game that you've been making for the last 2 decades.
Sorry.
You want to explain poor sales on Prince of Persia? Like, what the fuck happened there? Huh?
It hasn't even released yet. The new one.
The Lost Crown.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Same year. Came out same year.
Oh, yeah.
It
did come out. I was thinking of the original Prince of Persia games.
Also, anybody who reviewed Star Wars Outlaws positively, I gotta look at you different.
And a lot of them did review it positive.
There was a lot of middling reviews, but like there was like a couple of like 8 out of 10s, Huh? 8? Did we play the same fucking video game?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe they played Survivor and they were
I
like,
think I
shit.
actually played a better video game than what they played because of a day one patch, but that game sucked. Bad game. Even when they went and updated it, and people love to say it's good now. I don't fucking believe you. I don't fucking believe you because the game had a lot more problems than just glitches and unskippable stealth sections. There's a lot more problems.
Yeah.
Design was bad.
At least you
can't just fix that with an easy update. You make it better. You can't just fix it.
You were able to fly in a ship seamlessly into another planet.
It was okay.
Yeah, it seemed more gimmicky effect. Than
seamlessly into the planet. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. The space combat was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a game with good space combat?
Probably No Man's Sky. Does that have space combat?
I mean, it does, but it's not like the most like big thing in it. You know?
I mean, there's FTL, Faster Than Light.
People do like FTL. People do like,
Yeah.
but is that a combat game? Isn't that like a running around fixing your ship game?
You fight other enemy ships,
Oh, okay.
and then unless I'm thinking of a different game like that, you have EVE Online that had a lot of EVE. Okay, yeah,
You be
EVE
flying
Online.
ships in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's a.
I thought that was like a.
Am I thinking the
I thought that was like a. What do you call it?
strategy?
Yeah, I think it's StarCraft maybe. StarCraft. The RTS. I thought it was an RTS.
It definitely space combat, but I don't really play a lot of. Rogue Trader kind of does. It's a hard one, but at the very least, it'd be serviceable, if not good. We got to play more space combat.
We should play more Battlefront 2.
I mean, sure, fuck it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Let's do it. Sure. It's
Not a hard proposition.
It was a fun game. So much fun. Oh my god, it's so fun.
They should have spent time working on another Battlefront.
Dude, it made top 10 sales in May.
Battlefront 3?
Battlefront 3, baby.
You were being like, yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There's no
They
way.
just need to stick the landing. They're doing Battlefield
If we
6.
boycott Battlefield 6
No, I'm not doing it.
with
No.
the united message of
Nope.
we want Battlefield 3.
I want Battlefield.
Why? You haven't played the last like 3.
That's true, but that's because I fell off. You know?
You took a decade off, and
I
then
fell
suddenly you're
off.
like, you know what? I'll take another one.
Yeah.
I think you're letting Battlefield 3 nostalgia blind you.
But it
here.
seems like this one's.
Did you even play 4? Did you play 4? All right. Did you play Hardline?
No.
Did you play 5?
No.
You play 1?
No.
You play 2048?
Demo.
You skip 3 or 4 Battlefield
Yeah,
games.
listen, again, am I not allowed to skip some and then be like, hey, maybe they're going to change
What
it
about
time
this
around?
one is telling you that it's going to be
They're
good?
revitalizing the franchise. You'll see. You'll see. You will. 30 gigabytes. 30 gigabytes.
You think because the game is small,
It's not
gonna be
small.
good?
It's optimized properly. That shows they know what they're doing. They're breaking the mold.
Battlefield, historically known for having, perfect launches.
Different. Battlefront 3. Maybe they're like, hey, people are liking Battlefront 2 when it works. Maybe if we have Battlefield 6 work right out the gate, we only have upwards mobility from it.
Is that coming out this year?
It's not gotten a release date, I don't believe. Watch me
Are
out
they going to
myself.
put Battlefield 6 out in 2026?
Huh?
No?
They probably will. That seems blowing up on Steam. See, blowing up on Steam. Don't say only 3 people care about that. You fucking goddamn trying to detract from it.
I promise you, people don't care about
Oh,
Battlefield.
you're literally just talking out your ass.
In 2011, we all pretended like we cared about Battlefield, but then Call of Duty shut that down. So
It's blowing up. It's top trending upcoming game with 500,000 wish lists.
wow, 500,000 wish lists. Is it more than Subnautica 2?
What?
Is it more than Subnautica 2?
Is it more than the top second ratest game that's been?
Listen, I don't hear about fucking Subnautica. All right, I don't hear about it.
It seems like you don't know.
But suddenly the people fucking care so much about it. All right.
They've always cared. You just had to have your mind opened, just like how you have to have your mind opened on what Battlefield 6 is going to do for FPSs.
I thought you were going to the open world thing.
That's funny. I cannot find a release date. No. Nope.
Star Wars Outlaws was so bad.
I should play it and find out.
Fucking, you had to and you could switch firing modes on your pistol, and it was just a bunch of shitty versions, and then one that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game sucked.
So I guess we'll find out in 2 days, seemingly, when Battlefield 6
they
is coming out.
got an event.
A multiplayer, because the trailer they did was a first.
We should be better at our jobs,
Right? Yeah. But because the trailer was a single player trailer, it was showing off in-game stuff. But then they're doing multiplayer.
The thing people historically have cared about in Battlefield
It was
games
just
is
the
single
reveal
player.
trailer.
It's the single player.
They're having an entire event for multiplayer. Okay, what do you want from them? They're going to show so much.
What do I want from them, Connor?
They're doing a multiplayer event.
I want Dead Space 2 and I want Battlefront 3. I've been very clear that those are the 2 things I fucking want.
Those are reasonable, but guess what? Battlefront 2 failed. Battlefields did not really. They had a large player.
Battlefield failed fantastic.
2042 did. The other ones didn't.
I don't remember anybody talking about 5. I remember people talking about 1 because people were like, "Oh, World War One."
5 was World War II, by the way. So
Was it really?
Yeah, there was the World War II one that happened.
No, I thought Battlefield 5. Oh, you're right. I see the cover right now. Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
People don't like military shooters in the future.
That's been proven true so far.
They don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why that genre doesn't work in that setting, but it doesn't work.
Just people need to do it right.
You know?
Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
But even like military shooters that like were only ever in the future, like a Killzone.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We don't really go back to that.
Well, because PlayStation abandoned it. Tossed it in the bin alongside Infamous.
And then they made it an action adventure franchise that takes place in the future, and everybody fucking loves it.
Wolfenstein. That's basically a future game.
Not really though.
What's with the modern?
It's an alternate take on regular history.
Feels in a way more advanced than our current society.
Yeah, it's because the Germans found space magic or something. I don't know.
You heard it here, guys. He thinks the Nazis were good.
It wasn't even close to saying that. Didn't even get anywhere near that.
They did have the best scientists.
All I said was the Nazis found. I didn't even use the word Nazi. I said Germans.
I know.
The Germans found
Everyone knows what you.
magic technology
But
that
it wasn't
suddenly gave them space flight.
But we know it's more than just. You know who they're talking about.
Those Wolfenstein games are
So great.
they're so fucking good, dude. Oh my god.
I still think it's crazy that the new Colossus was a step down, but still
real
very
good.
great.
Still
Yeah, very
real
great.
good.
Yeah.
It was still real good.
Kind of like Doom: The Dark Ages.
I want another one of those. What did it just do? Indiana Jones. Oh.
Tavin, don't say that. That's a good game, and it's a game you would like more than me.
But Connor, would you rather Indiana Jones or Wolfenstein 3? Because those are the choices ahead of you.
I mean, I guess I personally would rather have Wolfenstein, but I appreciate Indiana Jones more because it felt like an Indiana Jones movie distilled into game form. And that's pretty special. You can't even say no because you would agree with me if you played it.
Probably.
Yeah. Again, you would like it more than me. Is my
You think so?
estimation. Yeah, I think so.
There's detractors of that game.
Oh, there are. I don't think you'd be one of them.
No?
No. Stupid thing is you can't shoot and kill dogs. I know that sounds crazy. But I say that because the person there's a reason.
Wait.
When you fight a dog in an enemy in a video game, is it a good enemy or a bad enemy?
When you fight a dog,
Yeah. Like are
Is
they
it
an
a good
annoying type
enemy?
of enemy to fight? Or are they
more often than not, they're annoying.
And they are annoying in this one as well. But because the game was made by a bunch of Reddit losers, they're like, can't shoot puppers. You can't shoot the dog. You can only like whip it and scare it for a little bit. And it's just like, why can't you just shoot it? It's a fucking fake animal that's not in the real game, and it's owned by Nazis. Just kill the fucking animal.
I like the dogs in Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, and they're owned by paramilitary freaks, and these are owned by Nazis. And you can kill them in Last of Us. You can't kill the Nazi dogs
You
here.
kill the fuck out of those dogs.
Yeah, you can kill the fuck out of them. So let us kill the Nazi dogs. I get it. They're not evil. It's the owners that are evil.
I like fighting the dog BTs in
But
Death
that's
Stranding.
they're a BT in the form of a dog, not a dog enemy. Well, I guess I can't say. I don't know what they're... Are they just smaller? Are they like smaller? No, they're big.
Real big.
That's fine. That's different.
Fucking Clifford.
That's fine. Big?
Clifford was big, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Clifford was big. The big red dog.
Oh, I can only imagine him when he was a puppy. When he was a puppy, he was a regular sized puppy.
That's true.
You know, I couldn't imagine if he was full size, if he was just a big dog, or if he was he was the size of a building. Never mind, he was the size of a building.
I bet this fucking loser only watched Dora the Explorer. I say only because I definitely watched it.
I didn't watch a Clifford TV show.
Didn't?
No,
Oh, I did.
read the books.
I did both. I opened my mind.
I like that you think watching Clifford the TV show as a child makes you like open minded.
That Dragon Tail.
Oh, dude, remember Dragon Tales?
Yeah, I remember Dragon Tail.
There's no way that cartoon holds up.
Made us learn.
It made a slur.
Made us learn.
It had slurs in it.
No, it made us learn. Like it taught us.
Oh,
Tales and such.
you see how I got confused
I
in what
get it,
you
yeah,
said?
no,
Okay, all right,
yeah.
okay. Why did you say slur?
I said learn, but it's slurred.
Oh, you slurred the word.
I slurred the word learn
Slurred, and it sounded like slur.
because I think the word before then ended with an S, and then I went to learn.
It taught us
Learn.
It taught us slur. It taught us learn.
Yeah.
It taught us
Us.
learn is what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
It taught us learn.
Learning. Made us learn. There we go. Made us learn.
I think Phil's being.
No. That's what I said.
I think he's being gracious to you.
When he said it in a light that made me look as smart as I was, as I could at least, it was right. It's right. Be better at gaslighting.
I'm not. I'm just getting to the bottom of what happened. I think Phil's just being more gracious to you than what you actually did.
We have the evidence.
We do. I'm not going to look at it though.
I'm not.
I know you're not going to. You haven't looked at a fucking thing.
I always do. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't even remember how you felt about the first Resident Evil game.
Oh, pretty positive about it.
Yeah, you think that until you go and listen to that review, and you're like pretty down on it.
Maybe for the placement of it on the list.
Metal Gear Solid 2, real positive in the review. As we've talked later on, you're like, it was not that good.
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, that's an error on my part, mainly because the parts that suck.
Like what?
The writing.
No.
The writing. Okay, that is bad. Writing.
It's okay. It's less good than the rest.
Mm-hmm. Actually.
It's a sizable step down.
It is funny because you bring up that game. That's definitely one where, yeah, I do talk about it more down than I was. And in Resident Evil, I talk more up about it.
What's funny is I put more of the like writing, like kind of sucking part more on Quentin Flynn than I do on the writing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like Quentin Flynn in that game. I'll say it.
He's always the voice. Yeah. Steps it up. I
don't like him in that game.
Yeah, I never really felt he was a problem with Phil. Maybe you play it so many times that the writing of Raiden you just put onto him.
Colonel, what's going on here?
I'm a robot. Basically what he does.
That's like one of the like it's like a summarized like version of it, like a what is like the cartoon version of like a game that you would see, like I don't know. There's the it doesn't fucking matter. What are the little like circle head with the single colored bodies that are meant to be shirts? What are those animations called? Cyanide Happiness.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like one of those. That would basically be it.
I am a robot. It ends.
It's a modern Cyanide Happiness. Is that what it's called? Happiness and Cyanide?
Cyanide Happiness. Yeah, it's still going.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was
Good for them.
They're one of the OGs, the YouTube space. I don't know. I don't know when they came.
They made shit.
They did.
They might predate YouTube. I don't know.
They being like a.
Weren't they on Newgrounds? Weren't they on Newgrounds first? Am I tripping?
I believe that. Hey, they're still getting views.
Look at them.
Blue versus Green. Guys, watch it. Full series.
Are these new episodes or are these like?
Oh, these are new.
Oh, okay.
They've definitely spaced them out now.
There's probably less people working on it now.
Probably, yeah. I feel like the people who made it probably got the money from it by now.
It's like the bad lip syncing channel, like that used to like post all the time, and now you're lucky if you get like one a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking lip syncing.
Used to be fun.
I hate that. I always hated it.
Why?
Never was funny.
I liked when they made the what's the song with the Yoda?
The song with the Yoda.
Bushels of Love was the Obi-Wan one. That one was kind of whatever. I liked the Seagull song with Yoda.
Even Seagull.
You've never seen this?
No, I never have.
You've never seen the bad lip reading where they turn
Not the Yoda one.
It was a sequence where they did bad lip reading Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back or whatever, and in the middle of it, Yoda bursts into song.
Most of the ones I saw were sports based,
and then they like I think it was like a small song, and then they like expanded on it and made it its own music video. Buy it.
I could buy it.
Song.
Oh, why would I do that?
It was catchy.
Oh,
it's good. I'll show you off cam. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for your Two-Penny Games Cast episode 260. I didn't hear what you said. And make sure you drop a comment down below on all of today's topics and discussions. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on social media, follow us on TikTok. We got great TikToks coming out all week, maybe. And until next time, have a great time. And Connor, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye and good night.